Take me to the next level.
Ladies and lords, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the kingdom. It's your boy PrinceV. And before we start, make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. We're looking for hopefully 30 subscribers by the end of summer, 50 by the end of the year. Let's get into it, man. So there's been a recent, I think it's FCC filing. I want to say that's the one. Or it was either a patent going public about the Nintendo Switch 2. Now, apparently, I can't say apparently because they actually is in black and white. I'll leave a link in the description below so you can read it yourself. But there is apparently, and looking like almost 100% confirmed, that the Switch 2 will have native integrated voice chat. Now, the reason why this is a big deal is historically Nintendo has always opted against online gaming for multiple reasons. First and foremost, it's not part of their ethos. They prefer local multiplayer. Quite frankly, it just goes on their values as a company and what they do and how they make games. But it's also to protect younger players. Now, granted, Nintendo's ideology is to cast the net far and wide and have everyone play their games, but that also includes young children. And naturally, you don't want children playing online because people can't behave themselves. You know what I mean? If you grew up playing Xbox 360 and PS3, you know damn well people cannot behave themselves. So that's one of the main reasons. But it looks like that going forward, Nintendo have probably realized under their current CEO that although it's not how they want games to be played, they are aware that the world that we live in today and what customers expect is a console to have all the trimmings. And it may be rocky waters for them in the beginning, trying to get parents to let their kids play Mario Kart with voice chat, or any other games that they have. But the reality is, if you're a platform holder and you want games like Fortnite on there, or you want PUBG or Call of Duty, you literally have to have voice chat. And I'll even go on a bit of a tangent and say, if Nintendo have provided voice chat, but they've also provided a FAQ page on their website and also a parental guidance app on the console and smartphones, I do believe they can't take all the blame for what the child hears online. And quite frankly, I think there's some responsibility on the parent side. But also, the main responsibility is other gamers behaving themselves, and you can't trust human beings. So, a bit of a tangent, but I think if Nintendo clearly state, look, we've got guidelines and solutions to help your child stay safe playing online, I think there's only so much flack they can take. But ultimately, the Switch 2 could have integrated voice chat, which makes online gaming so much easier. Call of Duty, Splatoon, Fortnite, all that kind of stuff. But also, what could be interesting, what it states in the file, is that the Nintendo Switch on a system level, which is big by the way, not a game level, system level, could have proximity chat, which makes other games easier to integrate it. And I'll be real with you, if Mario Kart 9 has proximity chat, all hell will break loose. Can you imagine you're on the final lap, on the final turn, you're about to win. This is Mario Kart Online. You're about to win the race. Someone just head tops you with a red shell or a green shell, and you're spinning. And that person comes around the corner whilst you're spinning and twirling. Comes around the corner. As they're about to drive past you, they just call you the most slanderous name, the most uncouth word you could ever hear. Zooms past you and takes your first position. Now look, I'll be very, very angry if that happens to me. But it'll be funny as hell. So just imagine that. Mario Kart proximity chat. I'm behind you, about to gain a slipstream, and I start cussing you because you ain't got a slipstream. It'd be hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. But yeah, guys, ultimately it's saying that the Switch 2 will have integrated voice chat and potentially proximity chat, which is a massive game changer for online games on the Switch. In fact, on any Nintendo platform, massive game changer. So, I think I'll leave it there, guys. But like I said before, big game changer. And going forward, I'm gonna keep putting out more videos. I think I've got another maybe chunky video I want to try and make. Never done one before, but I want to see if I can pull it off. But yeah, I do this for the channel, for the kingdom, for you guys. I do appreciate everyone tapped in and involved. So yeah, like, comment, share, subscribe, all sorts. I'm looking for 30 by the end of summer, 50 by the end of the year. And yeah, man, guys, take care. Have a good one. See you next time. Bye.